All right, guys. So yesterday was a little bit off because of everything being down. So we're actually not going to do a unit quiz. I'm sorry, a lesson quiz for unit 3, lesson 3. Okay. What we're going to do though is we are going to review for tomorrow's test. Tomorrow, you're going to take your unit 3 test and then we'll be done with unit 3. If you want, you can rewatch all of our previous YouTube videos if you want to study for that quiz. There's also going to be a Kahoot. So I am going to link that Kahoot for you guys right here. And then this is a review on Kahoot that you guys can do to study for your unit 3 test. All right. Now, don't forget at 2 to 3 o'clock, you guys are going to go to Tracy High School if you guys want to take part in picture day. If you guys aren't going to come, that's totally fine. Just make sure you guys get your work done for today. And then I know a lot of you guys still have your CRC to do. So right now, we're just going to do a quick little review. I'm going to go through the quiz with you guys now. Okay, question number 1. What does the liquid from a volcano become when it cools? The liquid from a volcano, when it cools, it turns into a rock. And then remember, when that lava flows onto the land, it changes the formation of the land. So the land also changes and it creates new land because that lava cools into rock. Okay. Number 2, the coast or where land meets the ocean is slowly changed by waves of water over time. Remember, we watched that video when the water is being poured onto the sand, slowly but surely, or if you guys go to the beach, you'll see that the waves are pushing the sand and it keeps pushing and pushing and pushing the sand a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. So slowly the waves of water over time is changing the land. It's changing the coast. So that keeps getting pushed more and more back. Number 3, Amy wants to come up with a plan to help stop wind erosion on a beach. What should she do? She should plant grass along the beach to hold the sand in place. Remember, there was that one we watched with, I think they were putting like toothpicks in, or they were putting like pieces of paper into like the sand. And when you guys do that, when you put grass into the sand, all of those roots will dig in deep and it will keep the grass and the sand in place so that it doesn't weather away. The sand doesn't wash away or erode so quickly. Okay, and then the last 2 questions. Number 4, a glacier causes slow change to Earth's surface. Remember, glaciers, they slowly melt, they slowly move away. And so those cause different changes, whereas a landslide is a quick change. A landslide, all of a sudden, the rocks fall. An earthquake, it's a quick change. An earthquake, all of a sudden, the earth starts to shake. Those are quick things. A slow change would be the glaciers. A slow change would be glaciers, like the ice melting over time. And then the last question is the process of weathering. Remember, we talked about the process of weathering is the breaking down of rocks into smaller and smaller pieces. That's called weathering. All right. So your quiz on Kahoot is only going to have 5 questions. I'm going to put those into the chat for you guys. So here's that Kahoot link. Practice that as many times as you guys would like. You're going to take your test tomorrow. You're going to take your test tomorrow. Now, I know that it is picture day today. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can stay. If not, you guys can get ready for picture day. And then when you guys come back, you guys can work on any incomplete activities. I know many of you guys have to do your CRC, your closed reading companion. Some of you did not finish your turn. Many of you guys, I did not see you guys working on your 5 things. You got to do your practice spelling, practice vocabulary, your grammar and mechanics, and your selfie writing. Most of you guys did your math lesson, but you do need to finish your BTBF, addition and or subtraction. I was checking at 12 and a lot of you guys weren't working on read theory. Some of you guys can do that. Make sure you're turning your art, health, social, emotional learning activity, and then you need to be reading a book for 20 minutes every single day. There are still quite a few of you guys who have missing work. I'll answer your questions in just a second. Okay. If your names are on here, so I know that Lucas, Maylee, Kayla, Nicholas, and Aaron, you guys have a 9-7 to do. Kayla, you still have 4 and 5. I've got to check these things, but I know some of you guys have writing. So make sure you guys get all of that done. All right.